Hello friends, and welcome back to another video of mine. So as you can tell, we got the big table out again because we're going to be in binders, and today we're going to be organizing and kind of modifying some collections. I have decided to drop some collections, limit some other ones, and then expand on ones that make me really happy. So I figured I would do this on camera. So we've got huge stack of cards here. The majority of these are the collections that I'm expanding. One of these is a comeback, it's Treasure's comeback, so I have those two to put in here while we're in here. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and we'll get started on the project. So to start off, we're just going to go through and take out any collections that I'm no longer keeping. So we'll start with the girl groups. So one of the first changes that I'm going to make, obviously Dreamcatcher is going to be OT7 moving forward from Summer Holiday, so nothing's changing with Dreamcatcher. Nothing for right now is changing with Twice. I don't know if I'll collect them moving forward, but I would like to finish Formula of Love, at least get this last Sana PC and just keep it, because I did really enjoy this album. The photo cards are really cute, so I don't necessarily want to get rid of them, but I just don't know if I'll collect Twice moving forward. So that's the kind of change for this collection. Nothing is actually happening in this video, obviously, but just for future. Moving forward, I don't think I'm going to be collecting Blackpink or solos from Blackpink artists anymore. I love them very much. Lisa is still one of my favorite idols. They're all one of my favorite. They're one of my favorite groups. Lisa is still a very big bias to me, but I just don't get the joy from collecting anymore. So yeah, I was thinking about keeping maybe like a page worth of photo cards. So like I might keep a couple of the album stuff. I might keep like these 3 rosé things and then 3 of these, but I'm going to get rid of all bigger inclusions and all the other stuff. So since that's what we're doing, I'm just going to leave this 9 pocket page in, and I'm going to pull everything else out. So I think I'm going to keep, like I said, 3 photo cards from the album. Oh gosh, these are before I started putting my things in sleeves the other way. So I'm going to keep these 3 here that I'm putting along the top. And I'm going to keep all of my Blackpink albums. So I'm going to keep all the solo albums, all of the albums. So I have Rosé solo, both of Lisa's solo, and then all 4 versions of the album. So I'm going to keep those. But I don't know that I would buy albums in the future, and if I do, I would probably just keep the pools from the albums, but we'll see. So yeah, let me move this stuff around. I'm going to keep the 3 photo cards I kept from Rosé's solo as well. Like I said, this doesn't mean that I love Blackpink any less. I still love them very much. These girls are very talented, and I will always support their music. I just don't know that I want to collect them anymore. It doesn't bring me joy. I'm trying to really Marie Kondo my collection these days because I don't want to feel like K-pop is a chore. It is obviously like one of my favorite things is my collection and collecting. So I don't want this to ever feel like a chore for me, which is why I just want to make sure I'm keeping the things that make me happy and not collecting groups because I feel like I have to, as opposed to wanting to. So yes, so I'm going to keep these 3 photo cards from Lisa's album, and then I'm not going to keep the pobs. I'll get rid of the pobs. Actually, I'm going to keep one of the pobs from K-Town because it's just so cute. And it's obviously this one, so I'm going to put it on the back here. And then, yeah, so that's the page that we'll keep for now. Like I said, when Blackpink and the other artists have solos in the future, I may buy them. I mean, I may just keep what I pull, but we will see. And then the other major change is I am no longer going to be collecting Everglow. I love Onda, and I've really been struggling with this because, oh my gosh, her cards are so cute, and I love Onda so much. She does have a very special place in my heart. I love her so much. She's so adorable. She's such a ray of sunshine, but I just do not ever make Everglow a priority anymore. And they're not one of my faves, and I really just want to be collecting my faves and collecting a lot for my faves, and that's kind of how I want to do my collection moving forward because it's just what makes me happy. I don't want to collect a lot of groups for the sake of like saying I have a collection for all the groups I like. I would rather fully collect my faves and like show all my support to my faves and just do it that way. I hope that makes sense. Sorry if it doesn't. So yes, we're going to be taking out all of on this stuff. and all of the bigger inclusion stuff. So this whole section is just done. And then obviously I did get rid of Espa. I decided not to collect Espa because again, I like the girls, but not enough to collect. I am going to keep my IVE page in here for now. I'm still not sure if I want to, I know I want to collect IVE, but I'm not sure if I just want to keep my pools when I eventually get albums, or if I do just want to find Guile's cards specifically. So I'm not going to touch that now until I figure that out. But yeah, so that is it for this binder. Got some room in there, which will be great for Dreamcatcher's next comeback. But yeah, so that's the modifications to the girl groups binder. And I'm not actually adding anything. All the filler stuff I have is for boy groups. So we'll move over to one of the boy groups binders now too as well. So I've got my white boy groups binder here that holds a lot of stuff. There's not major changes here, like I'm not dropping whole groups for this, so that's good. Obviously nothing's being touched with Wano until I set up for his next comeback, which will hopefully be soon, because he's announced it. Nothing, well, there is stuff changing with Omega X, but nothing in terms of like taking stuff out. So let me get back to, oh my gosh, this Omega X section is already so big and it's gonna grow. SF9. So SF9 is a group where right now I think I'm just going to keep my pools from albums that I get. If I can trade for Zuho, great, but I don't want to set up like this for now. So I'm not going to do this on screen because I didn't bring out my other cards, but I am going to just keep my pools for turnover and rumination, and then I'll set up the page accordingly. So I will do that then, but not for today. This is another kind of group where I'm kind of where I'm at with IVE, where I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to necessarily keep my pools or not. I am going to set up my pools in here, but I might still like post them on my Instagram for trade and try to trade Rizuho, stuff like that. But yeah, we're not going to touch it today. And then for Kingdom, I am going to be dropping both Dan and Mujin and only collecting Arthur moving forward. For those that don't know, Arthur is my #1 bias. I'm going to have a really hard time getting rid of Don's cards because they're just so freaking cute. And Don is a huge bias wrecker for me, to be honest. Oh gosh, now I'm having a collection crisis again. I love Arthur so much, so much, but I also love Don. But the thing is, I don't want to just collect 2 members because the layout is annoying. Sorry, my dog is barking because my dad is using the leaf blower to get the snow off of our porch. So sorry if you hear that in the background. But yes, I would rather only collect 1 member. It's either like 1 or 3 for me. And I don't want to collect 3 anymore because it's just too much. And I love Kingdom. Again, just because I'm dropping stuff doesn't mean I love the idols any less or I love the group any less. It's just, it doesn't bring me joy to collect things this way anymore, and that's okay. That's fine. I still love their music. I still think Kingdom is amazing. I love their whole story and their concept, and I cannot wait for them to do more. I just don't get joy in collecting it. It takes away from me enjoying the music when I'm stressing out about a collection. So yes, that's my long-winded way of saying that I am going to be just collecting Arthur moving forward. I'm literally having a crisis though, because Don, so I think what I'm going to do for now is I know for sure I'm not going to collect Mujin anymore, so I'm just going to pull out all of Mujin's stuff. And then I'm going to decide if I want to collect Don or Arthur. Because, man, I can't make that choice right now. I'm having a really hard time. I thought this would be easier. I thought I was like 100%, yeah, like this is how it's going to be, but Don just has been bias wrecking me very hard recently, so that's why I'm struggling so hard to make this decision. But for now, we'll take these out. By the time I get to editing, I'm sure I will have made an actual decision, so I'll put text in to let you know who I decided to collect moving forward. I do have these 4-cut frame cards. I pulled them. I pulled both Don and Mujin when I ordered from Makestar, so I am going to just keep those. For the player cards, I'll probably just keep whatever I have. I might try to trade to Arthur or Don equivalents depending on who I decide to keep, but we'll see. And then the last change for this binder is with Stray Kids, and it's with No Easy Forward. So for No Easy and for Christmas Evil, I decided to collect my top 4. I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to collect my top 2. So I will be getting rid of Hyunjin and Changbin. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. Now, I will keep my OT9 limited sets because they come with the album, so I will keep those. For the Pobs, I do want to keep Hyunjin's just because they're so pretty. Changbin's I do not feel adversely connected to, so those will stay. I'm going to take them out for here because, again, just trying to do things that don't stress us out, and collecting Hyunjin and Changbin on top of Felix and Jungin is stressful, no matter which way you slice it. For me, it is, at least. And then, oh, sorry, Hyunjin sub K. It is very cute, but I know a lot of people would appreciate it a lot more than me. And I do have, like, these random Hyunjin cards that I have kept from older eras. And I feel like it would be counterproductive to keep the older ones that I've pulled while I'm downsizing all the new ones that I worked to collect, like bought and traded for, you know what I mean? So I feel like it would be counterintuitive to save those. So I think I'm just going to let them go. Like I said, there are huge Hyunjin stans, Hyunjin biases that would love these cards a lot more than not a lot more than I would, but would value them a lot more in their collection, and it would bring their collection a lot more joy than it does mine. So yes, so that is it for this one. We are going to come back to this binder because we're going to be adding some stuff here, but I'm going to go over to the last binder that I have and just pull stuff out, and then we'll go from there. All right, and now we're back with the blue binder, which we will be doing some stuff with. Ateez is going to be growing, shocker, shocker, so we'll come back to that. The other thing that's going to change is I recently decided I'm not going to collect in Hypen moving forward. Again, I still love them as a group. It just is more stress for me to collect them than it is joy, so I would rather just enjoy their music and not worry about collecting. I did decide to keep all of Jay's selfie cards, though, that I had, and a few other ones, but I am just going to completely be done with this collection, and I'm just going to remove it because the temptation will be there to... Yeah, so I just don't want the collection anymore, so we're going to go ahead and take these out, and they will go to good homes who will appreciate them more, for sure. And then for Taemin, I'm also going to be taking out all of these pages, and for Taemin, I decided he is one that I'm just going to keep what I pull from albums. If I can find older cards for like a good price and I really, really want them, then I will get them, but this is one where I don't want to feel like I need to have a complete collection, so I am going to take out these pages, and then we'll come in and reorganize this one, since that's the only one that has photo cards on it currently. We'll do that then. For Super M, I am just going to reorganize what I have for Taemin, and I will keep that, and then I was going to collect Kai and 10 as well, but I am just going to not do that anymore, because again, not a high priority group for me, so we'll get rid of that. And then Treasure, I did recently downsize. I decided to keep Do Young in his entirety, but I did decide to only keep the selfies for my other top 3, and I am going to keep this. I'm very content with the way that this collection is right now, because I do still love Hyunsuk, Yoshi, and Mashiho. I also just cannot get rid of their cards. For chapters 2 and 3, since they only had 2 selfie cards, I decided to keep a concept card. I kept Do Young's full set of Pobs and then just the selfies for the other ones, so yes. And for Treasure Effect, I did keep everything for all of them because, again, their selfies were so similar. I didn't want to just keep the selfies in this case because I love this concept so much, and this one, so I kept their concept photos. I think I just reorganized this so that it would not take up extra pages. That's all I did for this. But moving forward, I am only going to collect Do Young. At least that's the plan for now. It may change because, you know, I was very in love with Treasure when I first got into them, and then they like went on a year hiatus. So we'll see how those feelings are when they return. But for now, it's going to be this way. So now that we've pulled a bunch of stuff out, I'm going to go ahead and get some 9 pocket pages ready, and we'll go ahead and start adding the things that we need to. All right, so I grabbed 3 9 pocket pages. We're going to start at the back of this book and just work our way forward since it's already here. So I do have Do Young's, the fillers for their upcoming comeback, and because I'm only planning to collect Do Young, I normally don't collect like the kit versions and stuff. For Treasure, it's just the photo book versions, but there wasn't a lot for the photo book versions. There's just like what, 2 selfies and a regular and a normal photo card, so 6 photo cards for the photo book. Then the jewel case, it looks like there's 4 and then 2 for the Kino. So there's 12 cards in total. So I think I'm going to do 2 6 layouts. So I actually don't need 3 of these pages. So let me pull one out. I couldn't remember how many I had. So I think what I'm going to do is put the photo book versions on one page. So I will do, let's do the regular photo cards, what I think are just like concepts here, and then we'll do the A version selfies on top. And there's only 2, and there's 2 versions of this one again, which is standard for their minis from chapter 1. And then we'll do both of the selfies down here. I am going to pre-order from K-Town. I don't know how many POBs there are, but oh shoot, it doesn't go like that. I don't know how many POBs there are like per member from K-Town, but if there's only like 1 or 2, then I'll add them on a page somewhere. I'll figure out where to put them when I actually get them, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Just because POBs aren't like a huge priority for me for Treasure. I only have the K-Town ones because that's where I always ordered from for their stuff. So yes, got that. And then on the second page, I'm going to do both of the Kino photo cards in the middle. And then I'll do the jewel case ones on the top and bottom. I'm hoping that any pre-order benefits will line up with some of the concepts, so that way I can just kind of add them where they would look good. I am missing a sleeve, but I actually have some over here in these other pages, so let me grab another one. I'm hoping that I've pulled out enough stuff that I won't have to go get more pages from downstairs because I forgot to bring them up with me, but I might have to. We'll see. So yeah, so that's it for Treasure for their most recent comeback, just for Do Young. I'm hoping that I will just stick with Do Young, but we'll see when that time comes. Now we'll go back to Taemin real quick and Super M, and I will just reorganize that. I'm just going to do this. I might try to get his other IDs because the IDs honestly are pretty cheap, but again, it's not like a priority of mine to have them. So for now, I'm just going to put it there like this. All right, so there's that for Super M. That's how we'll leave that. And then for this one, I'm just going to condense down again because I'm just going to keep pools. I'm not going to worry about collecting everything for Taemin solos from Never Gonna Dance Again forward. So that's it for the sleeves. I'll put sleeves in then later. So that's it for that. Then the next big change we've got is Ateez. So buckle up for this because this one's going to be a lot of rearranging. I'm going to get some 9 pocket pages free and hope that I have enough to at least get through Ateez. All right, I cleared out quite a fat stack of 9 pocket pages. I don't know if it'll be enough, but we'll see. So the biggest change that is happening in my in my Ateez collection is, one, I am going to be collecting Mingy's, all of his cards from beginning to now. So everything that I've collected for Hongjoong and Wooyoung, I will be collecting for Mingy. But the next biggest change is that I am going to be collecting OT8 from Fever Part 3 forward. So, yes. So this whole stack of cards here is for 0 Part 3 forward. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get this in here. So what I'm going to do first is we'll do Mingy stuff because I do have that roughly set up for here. I just have to, because I went in and reorganized, obviously, Woo and Hongjoong, so I just need to go in and slip in Mingy's fillers, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so Mingy's all set up. And then, so for Fever Part 2, I'm not going to go back and do OT8 for that right now. I might go back and do it later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull out all of this stuff here, and then we'll go ahead and just reorganize it into an OT8 layout. So while I'm doing that, I will talk a little bit about what made me decide, I guess, to do this. Oh, sorry. I want to keep things in somewhat of an order. But anyway, so what kind of made me decide to do this is, for those of you that don't know my story with K-pop, I got into K-pop right after I graduated from college in the spring of 2019. And the first group that I ever listened to and that I loved so very much was Monsta X. So they are my alt group that has not changed. I love those men so very much. But I was very, very into Monsta X for a very long time. So I never really branched out to any other groups for, I want to say like a solid 6 months. I didn't branch out to any other groups. So when I did, the first group that I kind of branched out and listened to was Ateez. And I fell in love instantly. I actually found them through the React channel on YouTube, the Feinbergs, one of their channels. They had K-pop fans reacting to them, and then it was when Ateez was promoting in the US, so they actually were able to get Ateez to come in and surprise their fans. And I think they also did a try not to like sing or dance challenge with them as well. So, and then seeing all of so then that led me down a rabbit hole of like all their American interviews, because that was what was happening at the time when I found them, was they were in America, and they were doing a bunch of interviews. So I was watching them, and oh my gosh, I just fell in love with them so much. They're such rays of sunshine. They're so fun. I love Ateez. I love my boys so very much. So I fell in love very hard, very fast. And then when I started getting into K-pop more and branching out and listening to more groups, they kind of got pushed to the back burner. And it was around Fever Part 2 era. I think it was just because, you know, Mingy wasn't there, and like there was, I don't know what it was about Fever Part 2. It just didn't strike my fancy like all of their other previous work had done. So it's not that I fell out of love with them. It's just that it wasn't there. It wasn't the same as what it was before. So that's what happened with that. And yeah, nothing super major, just, yeah, it's what happened. So, but I've been getting back into them again. Fever Part 3 really reignited my love for them, and I do want to collect OTA because I love them so much. So that's why we're starting there. I would like to go back and do older eras, but I feel like it'll be like Monsta X. Like, I just want to focus on these first, and then we can go back and work on some older stuff as well. So yes. That was very long-winded, but I wanted to explain kind of my journey with Ateez and what led me to do that. So I don't know if I'm going to talk too much. I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw the fillers in, and I'll just speed it up and put some nice music over it while I do that. right, and that is it for getting set up for OT8 for Ateez. Obviously, I don't have any photo cards for their most recent. I do actually have them, I just don't have them in my binder for my most recent thing. And I do have all of my top 4 for Diary, or for Fever Part 3 here, just not in the binder. But yes, so that is it for this binder. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick snack break because I am hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. And then when I come back, we will finish up with the last binder. All right, I am back from a quick little snack break, and now we're back into the white binder. So I forgot, it's not just Omega X in here, but I also have stuff to set up for Jongin or IN from Stray Kids' older stuff, because I do want to collect his older stuff as well. So we're gonna go ahead and turn right back to the very back of the binder, and we'll start there. So I think I'm just gonna set it up, like have Felix's page, and then we'll do a page for Jongin, and then we'll do a Felix page, and then we'll do a Jongin page. So yes, I'm gonna throw this in here. I did go downstairs and grabbed my binder that has extra 9 pocket pages because I knew I was not gonna have enough. So I wanna see how I did it. Did I do the selfie first? I did the selfie, then the concept, then the selfie, then the baby. I did not do a filler for the baby because I have it, but that's fine. Then I did the I am who concept, and then I did the black border and the yellow border. Okay, so the tan border is the one. Goes after the baby. And I have his for this, so I didn't make fillers for ones that I did have. So that's what that is. So yes, let's just go ahead and we'll do this. So I have this one, and the concept, white, that is the baby photo. So yes, I'm not gonna put fillers in for those ones since I know I have them. I didn't want to waste, you know, a post-it on them since I had them, and they're marked off on my template that I was using. So even though there's not a spot, if there's not a spot, it means I have it. So yes, I have 2 of his IMU apparently. So, and then we've got selfie and concept. Okay. All right, so again, I'm just using Felix's for reference because I want them to be laid out the same way. This is going to be a very slow collection, so not super concerned with it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which IMU ones I have. I'm just going to put them in here and leave 2 spots empty. Again, not sure which ones I have, but I apparently have 2 of them. And then Miro picks up here. Just like that. And then we get to Yellowwood, which has 5. Oh, sorry, it takes me a hot second because I labeled things differently on, especially for like when I have the same fillers, like I'm missing the same cards from Jongin and Kenji or Felix. I use different like markers to be able to tell them apart. So yes, and I did bring my little box of filler sleeves up, and I will put those in when I'm done here, like off camera. I'm not going to do that on camera because that'll take too long. Then we have Levanter, so there's 5 cards for this as well. Why do I only have, oh, because I have 1 of his, and that one's actually the one that's at the back here. So I'll pull this one out and I'll just move it into place. So we've got the brown border, then that one, then it's the cheek poke, purple haze concept. Yes, okay. So we got that. Choo-choo. Sorry, there's not as much talking during this. I don't really have much to say other than obviously I will be collecting Jongin. It's going to be kind of low priority. I did get a few trades offered for some things I posted recently, so I do have a few of his on the way. But yeah, I actually have these last two for Felix, which is exciting. All right, and I ran out of 9 pocket pages, so let me grab one. And then we'll obviously reorganize this stuff back here too. Oh, we'll get some pages out of there for that too. I should have reorganized it first. Oh well, that's fine. So let's see here. I'll be able to tell by the backs when I actually get them for go live. This is the limited, and that goes in between the double-sided, so orange, gray, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in this way, because I think that's it. Got them in order now. And I'm really glad these ones fill up the page. I don't know if I'll be able to find Jonghyun's. I was lucky that I found Felix's limited one for a really good price on regular Mercari. But yes, hopefully I will be able to find Jonghyun's for a good price too. But yeah, so that's it for that. Now here we're gonna reorganize things. So I'm gonna grab these real quick and put all of the regular album photo cards on one page. Take this guy out. So I'm gonna do Felix on top since he's older, and we're gonna do I think I want to put the backs together. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like this. And then I'll do the reverse order here. Whoop. Like so. So there's that for No Easy. And then for, let's see, we've got the jewel cases, the pobs, jewel case pobs, and double-sided. So I'm gonna have 2 pages here, which is nice. And I think I want to do, yes, I think I'm going to do red jewel case. Yes, okay, so I know how I want to do this. Pull this out. All right. That one there. This. Like so. And then obviously these will go here and here. Now, do I want to do it like that? Or do I want to do it like this? I kind of like having it like the reverse, so we're going to do it like that. Yay, so there's that. Oh, I'm so much happier with how this looks already, like, just much less stressful. For the pobs, I think what I might do, since I decided I want to keep Hyunjin's for these, is I'm going to do a 3 layout, but do it. Whoop. Or a 6 layout, sorry, but do it this way. Yeah. So then actually I should switch Hyunjin and Jonghyun's around down here. Or Hyunjin, yeah, and Jonghyun's around like that. Perfect. And then I do have 2 white sleeves from these pages I took out. So I will throw those in there real quick, just because I have them easy access. So there we go. There's that one. It's really cute. And then for this, cool. Okay. I think I can fit everything on one page for Christmas Evil. I'm like pretty sure. So let's see. We've got the glitter and then 2. Yes, so it'll be an 8 layout because there's 6 from the regular albums plus their pobs. So I'm gonna do their pobs in the middle. I'm gonna set it up similarly to how I did the other one, we're gonna do Felix glitter there. We're gonna do the A up here. This one won't look quite as nice just because obviously it is not really ready, but yes, so that's how I'm gonna lay this guy out. Yeah, we're gonna do A, B, glitter, and sub K. And I do have all of these on the way, so this will be filled up soon enough. And then, yes, this is just a random extra pub from No Easy that I have for Jungin. Would it look weird to put him here? No, that actually works out really well because that'll just be a whole Jungin road. Look at that. This was just like an extra pub that came with something I bought on Bai, so yeah, look at that. And then I can take this page out back here. And then, yeah, so that's it for the Stray Kids section. I'm just gonna like flip through it real quick so you can kind of see how it looks with the new modifications. So we got Felix, Jungin. Actually, I can grab some of these extra filler sleeves while I'm here just to make it look not as bad, since I have some extra ones now here. Then we've got Felix and Jungin and Felix, Jungin, Felix, Jungin, we've got Felix, and then Jungin, and then we've got them both for No Easy, full group set, Pobs, Christmas Evil, full set, random Chan thing that I got. So yes, that's it for Stray Kids. I feel like we kind of just like kept things, at least in terms of like size, the same. Like I don't necessarily think like we eliminated any pages or added like a new amount, so that's good. And then the last thing we have is Omega X. This section is gonna stress me out a bit, but so at least for Love Me Like Forward, I am going to collect OT11. So I do have all of the fillers here for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out, obviously they just have one page here and then I have a couple extras. So I'm gonna pull out what I do have, organize them into order, and then we'll go ahead and put them into the binder together. So I just realized I was not recording for any of what I just did, but I did go through and set up this the OT11 setup. So what I did was I put each member, like 3 of each, because for 11 members, there's not a nice layout. It would be like a 6 and a 5 page layout for all the members, and I don't like that. It takes up a lot of room. I really hate 5 layouts. They don't look good. So since there's 3 album cards per member, I am going to just do it like this. So we have all of Jaehan's, all of Sabin's, all of Huichan's. Yes, and it's in age order except for Sabin. So for the 3 oldest members, the order is Jaehan, Huichan, and then Sabin. But since Sabin is my #1 bias, I want him to be in the middle. So that's the only switch that I made. So we got Jaehan, Sabin, Huichan here. Then we've got Hangyeom, Taedong, Jen, then Jaehyun, Kevin, Junghoon, Jaehyun and Junghoon have the same initials, so that's why I was getting a little tripped up. And then we have Hyuk and Yechan, and I'll put filler pages in here. But yeah, so that's the layout we're gonna go with for this at least. I might go back and do like what's going on and Vamos era as well, but who knows, we'll see. In terms of Pobs, I'm still going to collect like I have been. I'll be, obviously priority is Sabin. I will get as many Sabin Pobs as I can for the era. And then if I pull any Jaehan or Taedong, they will stay here. But then any other things that I pull from pre-ordering, so like I pre-ordered from Apple Music and these were the extras I got. I actually have a couple other ones too that I'll end up adding. I'm just going to keep whatever Pobs I do pull from the place I pre-order from and then buy the ones I want for Sabin after the fact, because as of right now you can find, or at least I find Sabin's Pobs very cheap, very easily on Mercari Japan, so that's how I plan on doing Pobs for Omega X, because I obviously don't want to collect OT11 for everything. But yes, and yeah, so obviously we've got quite a bit of ways to go for this, but they just had their comeback, so I'm hoping I might add a couple more albums onto a pre-order for Wano's comeback that's coming up, and Treasures, so we'll see how that goes. But yes, that is it for this video. That's everything we've got. This is the stack of photo cards that we pulled out, so these will all be going up on my Instagram for trade and sale within the next couple of weeks. I don't know when I'll be able to get pictures of everything, but be on the lookout. If there was anything that I pulled out that you think you would want, keep an eye out on my Instagram. They will be up there for trade and or sale. And yes, that is all I've got. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. It's probably a longer one, so I do apologize for that in advance. But if you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and let me know, what are you doing with your collection? Have you made any changes yet this year? Are you collecting the things that you love? Are you feeling stressed out? All the things. I know you go through all the emotions when you're collecting. It's normal. It's okay. You're not alone. But if you like this type of content, if you like K-pop content and you didn't think I was too atrocious to listen to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do try to post at least once a week. I've been trying to do regularly 2 times a week. My work schedule makes it hard sometimes, but for sure, definitely posting at least once a week. I am going to be more thoroughly collecting some groups now, obviously, so if you're a big fan of Monsta X, of Wano, of Ateez, of Omega X, whatever it is, if you're a huge group of them, definitely keep an eye out on my channel because I will be posting so much more content for them moving forward, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited to just focus on the groups that I really, really love moving forward and make all the content about my faves. So yes, but I will stop rambling. I'll get off my soapbox and let you guys go. Hope you're having a great day and night wherever you are. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!